Ahoy, mateys. I see no one's on board just yet. But if you are watching this on the replay, welcome aboard, and please remember to hit that thumbs up. Totally appreciate it. Oh, now I see we do have some mateys aboard. There's 3 of you working below the decks. Arr. Tonight should be a promising night. We've got me, moi. We have Holly By Golly coming on in probably a half an hour to 45 minutes. Carol, welcome aboard. Mark and Coral, welcome aboard. You'll notice that Carol has a different name right now, but it's still the same Carol as we've had for the last several weeks. So just so you know, please welcome Carol. It was an interesting afternoon, to say the least. This light is giving me issues. It's supposed to be a little more red. It could be the background. Not red, but more like me shirt. Me? Something with my hair? No. I had the hairdresser do it for me. But other than that, I didn't do a thing. She did it all. And it was worth it. Went and done, got my hair did. Yeah, I did. I got to do that. Yeah, it'd be a new thing. But as I mentioned this morning, I could wait. I could wait till we got a few more mateys aboard, and I'll give you a comment of the week. Carol knows what it is. While I'm thinking of it, unfortunately, yesterday, some of you know, but welcome aboard, Linda. Sensei Don lost his beloved Brownie. Brownie's been with him for 17 years. And she crossed the Rainbow Bridge yesterday evening. And I helped him place her in the ground. So, if you see Sensei Don on here in the next tonight or maybe Wednesday evening, something, please give him your condolences. It's Todd Johnson. Welcome aboard. So, yeah, Holly By Golly will be here in a half an hour probably. I have a $5 mystery key scratch off ready for somebody if they just guess the feature channel. Speaking of the feature channel, I'll change the background. You know, the background wasn't working as of 5 minutes ago. I was like, oh, come on. But it's working now. I mean, StreamYard said it was on their end, so okay. Thank you. And somehow they managed to get it working. So, that's just $12 for the first year with automatic renewal, and that includes a second membership free. Now that's slightly better. Color's not exactly what I want yet, though. Call 800-969-8480 or go online today. Cover it up. Maybe right there. And I realize if now I wasn't expecting that. And it only costs $1 a day, which means no more covering up. Get started at keeps.com. Right there. It's not perfect. Never is. Van Vita Travel is what Carol Michigan Carol. Soon she's going to drop the S, by the way. Michigan Carol is guessing Van Vita Travels. Well, that would be Paula. And I bet you a dime to a donut she's been right here on this road, which is called the $1 Million Road, by the way. Todd's got a list of questions. By the way, Carol, it's not Paula. It could have been, but it's not. And I think we featured Paula. Of course, you don't see show more, so I did. I went to Terry's house this afternoon, thinking, well, but I knew they were in the process of moving. Yeah, they're not there anymore. I don't know where Terry can be found. I know they're still in the Sparta area. So, Todd is asking, is it a couple? No. Is it a large channel? It's bigger than mine. Any pets? There is one. Full time? No. I hope that helps. Who got the comments of the week? Oh, well, you got runner-up comment. I thought you were here this morning. Maybe you had to step out. Pull the rest of the flowers away from your weeds that you're keeping. I don't know. You said something about that. Okay. Just so you know, I was going to do Jurgen's Journey. You know, that's hard to say. Jurgen's Journey, not Jurgen's Journey. Jurgen's Urinal. Anyways, I started to do him. In fact, I even did a couple screenshots, and then I realized, in the show more on his main page for YouTube. Can't break his copyrights. So I didn't. That's happened a couple times where people are copyrighted. And, well, I don't want to step on anyone's toes. If they say can't do this anything without permission, well, then I'm not going to cross the line. And it's not living the silver life, Mark, but that's also a good guess. Todd, your runner-up comment of the week was when you mentioned the color scheme for a synchronicity concerning the copper and white scheme, which, yes, I like it too. Yeah, that made me feel good that somebody else likes the color scheme. And then comment of the week actually went to Jill Weatherly out in Tucson. I was thinking she was from Phoenix this morning, but no, it's Tucson. She said, nice costume. And I wrote back to her, what costume? Technically, it's not a costume. I realize it's Halloween, and yes, I did this very same thing 2 years ago, although my hat and my braids weren't nearly as good. But, 2 years ago for Halloween, I did this very same thing. This time around, this is more permanent. I won't always wear the three-cornered hat, and I won't always have me braids. But the rest of it is me. So get used to it, mateys. I mentioned this morning that the things that were done this past week is Beth, the boxy lady, now is halfway completed into a workshop with a workbench and a drill press and table saw, vise, a couple vices actually, and other tools, hand tools and electric drills, that type of thing. um, bench grinders, polishing, yeah, all that. So what's left? Well, lights and more organization. There's more small tools to be organized, drill bits to be put where they need to be, and items that are waiting to be either dismantled or repaired. So that's the status on Beth, the boxy lady. Synchronicity didn't get much done. La Fortuna had some painting done. There will be a reveal on that maybe in another week. But La Fortuna is all legal beagle now. I'll be taking her to work this coming week. We have a job in Grand Rapids to be working on. Excuse me. Sue is here. Welcome aboard, Lucky Dog. And then also Fortuitous, which is the camper, pickup camper that is installed on Synchronicity 2.0. Synchronicity 2.0 barely runs, but I'm hoping to improve on that before January. But the camper is on there now. Fortuitous is the camper. And she's all cleaned out. She's got a tarp over her right now. We found where it's leaking. Actually, Sensei Don found where it's leaking. So that's in the process of being dried out, and then it will be sealed. So hopefully no more leak after this coming week. And then interior-wise, she's been cleaned, disinfected, mildewed, bleached, whatever. There's a new mattress in there, but my intention is I'll prop the mattress up, paint the lower half on the inside, on one side, and then wait a day or two for it to dry thoroughly, and then switch sides and do that. There's underneath cabinets that you can open, and the interior of the cabinet is actually the bed of the pickup truck. Now, I wouldn't consider those to be waterproof storage, but they're still storage nonetheless. I mean, you keep, roadside emergency stuff maybe in the first cabinet on the left-hand side, let's say. And then maybe something to the same effect on the right-hand side, and then the ones that are towards the front of the bed, who knows, maybe canned goods, or I don't know, something that doesn't mind getting wet. And then there's plenty of storage inside for clothing, foods, whatnot. There's an area to have, it came with its own cook stove. I haven't tested it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I just have to get, those 1 pound cakes or two to take with me. She is going to go on a trip. If I have my say of what's going to happen, mid-January after I get paid, should be taking a 3 or 4 day trip if everything goes well. In the winter. I'm not going very far south. It'll still be snow on the ground, I'm sure. Mark has got some Whoa Nelly Adventures. And you know what? We've featured Whoa Nelly twice. I'm only supposed to feature him once, but twice we featured Whoa Nelly. And guess what? It's not them. Oh, yeah, here we go. I will, Todd. Once I get the painting done and the sheets on the bed, and it's an old school. It's a 1973 6-pack made in, I think, Van Nuys, California. Yeah, it's classic. Right now, it's got some, doesn't have any avocado green, but it's got earthy colors. The ice box has got this. It's a weird color orange. I don't think I'll be able to touch that up. I don't think I can match the paint. I can try. But it's got some scratches on it and stuff. Maybe I thought of this. Actually, I thought of it today. Maybe I can cover that up with some stickers. I got a few extras from other channels that, no need to display them twice in the synchronicity. So, put one or two in the camper, and then of course I got the Captain Jack sticker. I can put that in there too. And who knows? I even got a sticker from Sticker Mule. I mean, they'll have something custom made. Who knows? Okay, Mark is guessing Papa Drew, which is an extremely good guess. I think he has one pet. Definitely solo. But he's full time. So it's not him. The Cheddar's competing against each other. It's us against the captain. It's a mutiny. Good one, Linda. That's very good. Oh my. Okay. Well, there's been some yard work going on too, but it's incidental. There's always going to be that. It's fall. There's leaves falling on the ground. There's people all around me are burning leaves, and I will be too. I might as well. Mark says it's too hard. We didn't determine it was female, but she has seen trees before. A lot of them. Yes, Carol. I don't believe we ever determined whether it was male or female, but it is a female. Sole female. Oh, boy. Oh, I found a magnetic placard. It should cover Lake of Dreams campground on the top of the front of Synchronicity. And that way I can place other destinations up there on that magnetic cover. I may have to buy more magnetic covers if, by the grace of God, Synchronicity gets to travel a lot more than she has traveled. But then all said and done, you take the magnetic cover off and boom, there's Lake of Dreams campground permanently on the front of the bus. At the, the bulkhead above the windows. So I like that. That's it. We can go home now. It's all my notes. We have 7 on board already. That's exciting. Yeah, Carl's not dead. We heard that. It was on Fox News. They said you survived yet again another Florida storm. Oh, Lucky Dog wants to know, is it Carol from Glorious Life on Wheels? That is certainly a very, very good guess. It fits the criteria. See, one clue I didn't give. Well, we know that she is part-time. Her rig is very small. She calls it a minivan. I don't even call it a van. It's more of a SUV. Can't remember. It's a Kia. Small. But she has designed it well. She could be competition for Moban. But welcome aboard, Carl. Good to have you. We missed you this morning. Got a norovirus. I ate their food. Their food. You didn't drink their Kool-Aid, did you? I hope you feel better soon. That doesn't sound like fun. Beer in beautiful places travels with snacks. Now, are those channels, Carol? Kiso ate today. I don't think they can hear the nebulizer. They can hear the TV a little bit. What? I don't think they hear the nebulizer, but the TV, yes, they hear that. Maybe she'll turn it down. They're really, I didn't know that they.
That better?
Yes, much better. Thank you, Holly.
Sorry.
It's all right. Boy, I'll have to look those up. Okay, Kiso ate today. All right. Was Kiso not eating? Time to change the background. Maybe that'll help. Oh, I know one that might just give it away. Early yet, too. See, I got me rum and Coke. Isn't that what R stands for? Rum and Coke? It's not an alcoholic. So they say. This is the one. It just might give it away. I don't know. You want to know if it's Bernay fairy dust? That's an excellent guess. Oh, I think I'm froze. It could be Bernay, but it's not. As far as I know, does she have a pet? But yeah, single, part-time. Divine Mojo. Is that another channel, Juliana? Divine Mojo. Now I know a Juliana that works at the corner store up here. Real pretty dark-haired gal. I think she's got to be Native American somehow. But her name is Juliana. Good guess, Carol. I don't know if Tina's been quite to this part of the country yet. And I say yet. So the answer would be no, it's not Tina. She has a van, she has a dog, she's solo, she's female. But, right now she's full-time. I realize that for off and on she'd stay at Richard's, off and on she'd stay at Rachel's. But for the most part, that's the only two places she ever stays, and she actually doesn't really want to stay at either one of them. She basically wants to stay, in her rig. But sometimes it doesn't work out quite so good. It's either, extremely warm, hot, or extremely cold. Want to wander. Now, that I think is a channel that I don't have, but it's not Want to Wander, and it's not Charlie Grace. She has a larger rig, although, she's not full-time. She does have a sticks and bricks and a hubby he doesn't travel with her, but either way. Johnny's Journey. That's a good guess too, and I think she has been in this area. Travel Grandma is so extremely close, but it's not Travel Grandma. Oh, you can see the person right here next to me. Kind of. Let's see. I can give you another clue. Like Charlie Grace, but we know it's not Charlie Grace. But like Charlie Grace, this solo female is extremely funny. And some of her videos will just tickle your funny bone. So, Travel Grandma is a very, very excellent guess. But it is that. It's a guess. Incorrect. Grandma Charlotte. I know what you're talking about. No, but anyway. Gosh, I don't know if I have any other good hints for you. You would say, that's pretty normal, wouldn't you, Linda? But this channel has seen trees and mountains, streams and waterfalls and people and other people's rigs. She has put out a lot of videos about how to convert your minivan, as she calls it, your small vehicle. I do have one clip. Maybe two clips. Oh, no, I did not hear about that one, Sue. Yeah. Carol's picking on Linda. Who says there's a mutiny against me? Chatters are mutinying against each other. It is kind of a mutiny in a way. My crew is going overboard of their own free will. Now tell me, should I try to get contacts? I don't know if my insurance will pay for it. But I'm to that point where maybe it's time to ask. I've always been squeamish about something going to my eyes. Maybe I could learn. But I'm to a point where I like the look without the glasses. And I can see good enough right now. To squint or lean forward a little bit to read the chat. On the other hand, I'm on a Chromebook. It's a small screen. And I got to sit back a little ways or, I'd fill the screen. So, no, not over 10,000 by any means. Basically, the channel is just barely twice bigger than I am. Or small as I am, but twice as much. Last guess, you ran out of subs. Boxman D has, what, a bunch of subs. I don't know. Lucky dog, you tell me, how many subscriptions has Boxman D? Isn't it up there around 45,000, something like that? I think it might be. I'd have to check, which I'm not going to do right now. I don't have more than one device running right now. Crystals, Pets, and Plants just posted. Bandana is crooked. There. Well, sort of better. I had those 2-bite brownies before I came online. Probably should have waited. But I was hungry. Those little tiny chocolate brownies, they are so good. Oh, moist chocolate brownie. 25,000, okay. Carl says he has no idea. Carl, this could be you. Wait, we featured you already. And you're not female. But the other parts, you almost, yeah. You're full-time. Crafty Traveler. That's a fantastic guess. This channel knows the Crafty Traveler, as well as Thrifty Angela and other people of reasonably like ilks. ILKS, ilks. There's one for Wednesday night. Except it's the I word. The ilks. The ilks of them. Those crafty people. But yeah, it her channel does a lot with artsy fartsy stuff, and it's cool and practical, like doing things for her little van, or I still say it's not a van, it's a Sorrento. I don't know, it's a small SUV. Carl has a dog and sees people. Yes, he does. Well, that's not him. Let's see if I can find. I added a couple pictures this afternoon, and I might just give it away. I hate to give it away so early. There's this one. Oh, the one I thought I had did not load. But here's one. We'll see if this helps anybody. It could just be the one that pokes it in your memory and say, oh, I know them. Thank you, Dave. Now, I don't think this channel does eBay, or at least not as a regular basis or something that she talks about on her channel, but she does do a lot of arts stuff. She definitely travels, and as I've told her, everything she takes a video of, I mean, when you stop the frames like I do, screenshot, they're all worth framing. I use framing as almost a hint. So, okay, Holly by Golly with the weekly laugh report will be coming on shortly. Well, she is short. How tall are you? Yeah.
Well, I'm 5'1.5 inches.
5 foot and 1/2 inch. So yeah. Well, I told him you'd be coming on shortly.
Smart ass.
Oh, now I'm smart ass. I thought I was a captain. Okay, a smart ass captain. I've got to still go out tomorrow and get some trick-or-treat candy. We haven't had any trick-or-treaters here. We had 2 last year, and that was just, they don't even live here. They were across the street, John and Vicky. Well, it was their grandchildren. Now, the year before that, 2 years ago, the Helmers put on a trick-or-treat thing over at the park. Well, Holly and I happened to be leaving that night for somewhere, but I had goodies with me, and we shared them with the Helmers who were putting on the event for the kids. So the kids didn't really see us giving to them, but we did. Golden rule of social media is tweet others the way you want to be tweeted. That is very, very correct, Mr. Birdbrain. Nancy Drew is here. Welcome aboard, Lassie. Good to see you. Our treasured home is back again for another round. Welcome aboard. Very great to have you here. I think you're going to enjoy this. And you might even be up on this channel that we're trying to guess. Well, I don't have to guess. I know. But the rest of you have probably seen this channel that's featured. Thank you. Thank you. And, you know, you may just be the lucky one to get the opportunity to win a $5 scratch-off ticket. Check and mail to you. Generally speaking, what people do, if they happen to win, I scratch it off for them. And if they do win money, I can send it to them via PayPal, money order, international check. If it happens to be anything over $150, we're going to split it. But up to $150, you'll get it. Our largest winner here so far, well, actually, that was on the Wednesday night show, which is a different genre, if you will. It's actually random picking on the Wednesday night show, but it was $100. Sue won it on the Wednesday night show, and we're working on where that $100 is actually going to go. It's going to be donated, so it's up to me to get that done. All right, let's see here. I so much like these longer distance shots. I did, Dave. I only got 2 easy picks. I actually played the 64 million one, the Mega Millions, yesterday. But for tonight, I did get 2 Powerball picks. No, I did not look at the numbers. I just got easy picks. You twit face. Good one, Mark. Oh, you twit face. Do you think Elon Musk will go for that? My understanding is of yesterday, Friday, Elon Musk now owns Twitter. He basically fired everybody, from what I heard on that line, too. Okay, I got to try to scroll up. Got 2 Nancys. Okay, Treasured Homes name is Nancy. All right, cool. Now I'm learning. Minivan Lee is what Carol guessed, and that's a good guess, but it's not her. Very similar, but not her. I got to put this up there. Yeah, that's almost, what is 890 million? Is that? That's close to 1 billion, isn't it? Yeah. Now, I was talking to Dave, you know, the other Dave, your counterpart, who is a manager at Party World down in Alpine. Someone asked him, how much do you get if you was to win the Powerball? And Dave said, you'd get about 40%. Because of it's an annuity for one thing, but I guess somewhere along the line, if you choose to take a lump sum, they take the annuity amounts and somehow they do some stupid math, naturally, and you really don't get what you would think. You would think you'd get at least 50%, you know, after taxes. But no, it's closer to 40%. I think I would like to have smaller amounts every week and pay the taxes on those and probably end up closer to 70%. I'm just saying. But I would want to share mine. Carol needs some bucks. What's your Carol? BRB Dogs. Oh, I was going to say, what channel is BRB Dogs? All right, Sue. Her fur babies need to go pee-pees. Dixie, welcome aboard, Lassie. For those of you who don't know, Dixie is kinfolk to Millie. of Weekend RV. Welcome aboard, lass. Well, we got 10 folks on board now. Put her up there. This is great. We're getting people that haven't been here for a while, number one, and we're getting new people that, just started coming in the last couple of weeks. That's good. What's the difference between the $2 and $3 Powerball tickets? All your smart asses don't say $1. I don't know if there's a $3 Powerball ticket. There may be. I thought that was on the megas. But anyways, I don't know why it's $2. But I just know it's $2 every time I buy one ticket. So I spent $4 this afternoon on 2 tickets. Yes, Carol needs some bucks. I could use a couple dollars too. Why not? Then I have more to share. That's the object of it, isn't it? To help one another. Yeah, we don't say dollars. Somebody probably actually knows, Linda. Dave might know, Midwest Picker. Because I honestly do not know. I wouldn't know whether to shit or get off the pot if I actually won. Know what I mean, Vern? Oh, thank you, Dixie. It's a little more permanent look. I don't know if you remember, I did it 2 years ago. I didn't have quite as nice of a hat. But 2 years ago, Halloween, I did a similar thing. I colored my hair, my beard, mustache. I did not trim them like I do now. Now I have a goatee, and I have the little chin stash, if you will. And I tried to shape. Well, I had the salon gal try to shape it, and she's going to be maintaining this. Now, if the goatee gets a little longer,
I'm here.
All right, Holly is here. Hang on.
Excuse me.
I will. Okay. Without too much further ado, I am going to. Oh, what the? Hang on.
Can't stand up much longer.
Okay, Holly can't stand up much longer. Let me try to take this off. There. Anyways, please welcome Holly By Golly with the weekly laugh report. And here she is. As soon as I can get out of her way. Ow! Oh.
You have to unkick me. So what's down the line? As far as I can. Okay, I got enough. Oh boy. Ouch, that light's right in my eyeballs. Be right with you, folks. I gotta open my pot. I gotta have a drink real quick, folks. Oh. Excuse me. That felt good. Hiya, folks.
This is Holly by Golly with your weekly laugh report. Hi, Dixie. Look glitter. Look lighter. Look leader. Hey, Hitch Up and Toe. Hi, Linda Barker. Our treasured home. Welcome, Holly by Golly. Thank you very much, Linda. Thank you. Hi, Nancy Drew. Hi, Hitch Up and Toe. Hi, our treasured home. Oh, I'm so happy to see you folks. Boy, oh boy. Are you guys working on my contest at all? Let me change glasses. I feel better in them. I'm getting dizzy wearing those. Those are my Magoos. There, much better. Our treasured home. Hi. How you doing? Ask a granddaughter, does she feel better now? Hey, Linda Barker. You got Jack's. You got Jack's picture up there, it looks like. Okay, on to my news. Are you folks ready for this? Well, my Uncle Hester, he was a really great guy. And anyway, until one day, he started acting strange. So he went to the doctor. And the doctor asked him what he was there for, right? And Uncle Hester said to the doctor, I think I'm a dog. And the doctor asked him, so how long have you felt this way? And my uncle said, since I was a puppy. Hi, lucky dog. Everybody gonna pay attention now? I've only got 7 folks in here. How are we gonna get to the 100? If you folks aren't working on getting other people to watch us. Gotta get other people to watch us, folks, or nobody's gonna win my $100. Got $100 set aside. Just waiting for it to be 100 on the number on here. You guys gotta let me know who you got started on this so I can write it down. Hi, Nancy Drew. Anyway, every now and again, me and my friends used to make prank calls and that. You know, one day I called up a pizza palace and asked them if they had Italian sausage. And they said yes. And I said, what was his name at your palace? Oh, my oxygen's all turned around here. There we go. There, now I can breathe better. There. I was watching this game show, and anyway, oh no. Okay, I was watching this game show, and they were showing some license plates and that, Anyway, they came up with Tammy Faye Baker. They had 2 of them for Tammy Faye. It was re-makeup and more makeup. I thought that was hilarious. So I had to set it on Hitch Up and Toe. Come join me in the naughty corner. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. Naughty corner, huh? Our treasured home. That is good. Thank you. Anyway, now to get on with my laugh report. Weekly laugh report, that is. All right. One time, Jerry Falwell was viewing Jimmy and Tammy Baker, anyway, and he informed them that they were the biggest scabs in God's eyes of anybody in the world. And then Tammy said, "Oh, does my makeup look that bad?" R. Well, anyway, on to something new. My Uncle Norton, he prayed to God and asked God, when I die, will I go to heaven? And in his amazement, God answered him. And he said, I have good news and bad news. He said, okay, what's the good news? He said, yes, you will indeed be going to heaven. And then he said, okay, what's the bad news? He said, you're leaving Wednesday. Thirsty. Excuse me. That felt good too. Excuse me. Okay. One day, this man knocks on this old lady's door, right? And hollers, telegram. So the old lady answers the door and she says, oh boy, I've wanted to receive a singing telegram my entire life. And the man says, but this one is just a telegram. She said, oh, no. Please don't begrudge this old woman of one of her lifelong dreams. Please sing the telegram. So he says, okay. And then he opens it and he starts singing and he says, your sister Rose is dead. Your sister Rose is dead. Died in her bed. She was 88. Her life was great. Your sister Rose is dead. Excuse me, I have to blow my nose, folks. I got the grays out of my hair too. I'll be looking better next week. I'm getting my hair actually styled next week, so it'll be better. You'll see a different. What's LMAO? Laugh my ass off. Okay, I figured it out. AMG. Oh, is that OMG? Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, there. Okay, back to it. I know that's so silly, ain't it, Linda? Well, there's this old lady, and she went back to college, right? And she got her PhD. She was 80 years old, got her PhD. Anyway, a while after that, she was walking down the road with her grandson, right? And a fellow across the road says, "Hi, PhD," and her grandson says, "Oh, Grandma, they know you got a PhD from the college, don't they?" And she goes, "No, honey, they call me PhD because I'm a preparation dame." I'm sorry, I gotta laugh at my own jokes. I'm not supposed to do that being a comedian, am I? I gotta blow my nose again, folks. Ah. It always tends to happen after I do my nebulizer. It's like it blew it in my mouth, so now it has to come out my nose or some crap. I don't know. Hey, what do you call a Yugo that it has 10,000 miles on it? An overachiever. Okay. Oh, here you go. Did you know that there's a town in Pennsylvania called Intercourse? And believe it or not, Amish people are the only ones that live there. Hey, Lucky Dog Productions. Hi. No, I didn't say you gone. I wouldn't say you gone. It was an overachiever, Lucky Dog. Anyway, but also there's a town in Michigan called Penis. Seriously, it's called Penis. And also one of the towns in Michigan, there's a corner with the street names of Virgins and Virgins Court that cross each other, right? Now, on one corner, believe it or not, there's a church. And on Virgins Court, well, on the other, across the street from it, over here, oh, well, I can't do it on this, it's backwards. Anyway, across the street from it is a all girls Catholic school. Believe it or not. It's so hilarious. Every time I go by that street, I laugh. Oh, thank you, Michigan Carol S. Hi, nice to meet you. Nice to have you join us. There's a town called Climax in Kalamazoo, she says. Wow, that's something new. That's great. Thank you for letting me know that. Hey, believe it or not, I actually caught a Johnny Carson monologue. And in it, he said, today was a perfect day. And of course, the audience yells, how perfect was it, right? Anyway, and he said, well, the smog was clear, not too hot, the sun was out, and you could take in a deep breath of fresh air. It was so perfect that a robin was whispering in a cat's ear. I already answered the question, how perfect was it, Hitch Up and Toe? Johnny told him what it was. Anyway, I also seen on TV this commercial for Cottier diapers. They have this woman saying, yeah, my baby would wake up every 2 to 3 hours in the middle of the night. And after using Cottier, my baby would sleep 9 to 10 hours. Now, people, I call that lazy parenting. I think it will cause the child to get used to pee in their butt, right? And make potty training harder, and also pee in the bed longer. Now, folks, just because a diaper says 8 to 10 pounds does not mean you let it fill 8 to 10 pounds in it, okay? Don't let 8 to 10 pounds get in that diaper. What do you mean, like Paradise, Linda Barker? You know, there's this guy. he stuck up this other man, and he got caught. And when the cop asked him, "Why did you stick up that man?" He says, "Well, I got to keep up the payments on this gun." R. Excuse me. Oh, man. Yeah. There. You know, oh, I got a pop-up, folks. Where's that? There it is. There. I hitch up a toe again, laughing out loud. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like it, Linda. Not the load capacity, exactly. Another pop-up. Boom. Okay. Whew. Oh, excuse me. That felt good. These darn pop-ups. Okay. Oh, excuse me. That felt good. Several of you in Michigan and Ohio, did you ever hear a comedy music group called the Youpers? And a song called 30-Pound Diaper. Your diaper joke reminded me of it. Thank you, Lucky Dog. Thank you. You fell asleep? Was I that boring, Carl H? Oh my God, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me continue then. You know, at this telephone company, there was this operator that worked there for like 20 years. And one day she goes to her cable connecting table and nobody was calling in, which was really strange because it was Friday. Anyway, she tried to call out to everyone she knew, and all she kept getting was, "Sorry, this number has been disconnected." So she did all she could do. So she went to her supervisor and told her that everyone's phone is, including ours, it has been is not working. And then her supervisor said, "Yeah, everyone's phone, including ours, has been disconnected due to no payment." The phone company didn't pay their bill either. They know how much of a ripoff they are. You love the Youpers, Linda? Everybody's talking to everybody else. They're ignoring me. Hey, I'm here, folks, right now for a short time. I'll give you one more and then I'll leave you alone. How about that? Do you remember back when you were young and your mom was constantly saying, "Wash your hands. Go wash your hands"? I mean, you come in from playing, and your mom would say, "Wash your hands." And you'd say, "I was only on the monkey bars." "Yeah, but you don't know where their hands have been. You don't know where your hands have been." And then, it's like terrible. Just constantly on you about washing your hands. And then you go to the bathroom and I'll be darned, she's right there saying, "Did you wash your hands?" Well, one day I got her. Anyway, back to the story about, you'd eat dinner. She'd tell you wash your hands. I mean, you'd play a game with your brothers and sisters. Go wash your hands, before you could grab a snack or anything. Anyway, one day, you don't know where that's been. Anyway, one day, I got my mom. I came out of the bathroom, and damn, she was right there. "Did you wash your hands?" And I said, "No." She said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I know where they've been." Okay, folks. I gotta send it back over to Captain Jack Scrapper. I'm glad you liked it, Michigan Carol S. Thank you, our treasured home. I'm glad you liked it. Keep coming back. Let me know who led you to this because I've got a contest. Those who get the most people in. When I see 100 up here, I gotta know what persons to come onto this online thing, this YouTube thing for Captain Jack Scrapper. Well, and listen to myself. When I see 100 up there, I am giving out $100 of my own cash. I will get a money order and mail it to this person, or actually I'll have Jack do it his way. I'll give it to Jack and he can do it like he gives you his prizes, okay? Anyway, but I need to have 100 in here at one given time. I need you guys to let me know who you're getting in so I can mark it down on my list. Next week I'm gonna start writing the names down of everybody that's in here at that time. And whoever's in here, you tell me who you got in there, and I'll mark it on a list. And when I see 100 on this board, I see I've got 10 people in right now. We got somebody new in here. Who is that? Nancy Drew? Carl S. Hi. Anyway, you get people in, and you could win $100. I know it's going to take a while, but I've got that $100 set aside for the winner. It's a worthy cause. We need people in. But for now, I'm going to turn it back over to Captain Jack Scrapper and let him continue with his broadline or his whatever live stream. I'm sorry. Yeah, I hope you like that. My mom used to say, make sure you have clean underwear on in case you get hit by a bus. I'm sure my underwear won't be clean if I get hit by a bus. You got that right. That's a good one. Nice one, Hitch Up and Toe. Thank you, folks. And by the way, this is Holly By Golly with your weekly laugh report. Oh, excuse me. That felt good. Peace out. Jack.
Yeah. Ouch. Ouch. I wrote the joke down. It's an old one that you probably already know. Well, the turtle with blisters on his feet. Yeah. Ouch. It's the thought that counts. You're welcome, Holly. She has me.
I run about half an hour every time.
When she's on, I'm watching Welcome Back Carter for her to help her get more jokes.
That was Holly with your weekly laugh. Holly By Golly.
So anyway, that was Holly By Golly with the weekly laugh report. I think you got that, but she just told me to tell you that. And I was also thinking about, yes, Holly got her hair done the same day I did. Hers is a little more permanent. Mine is a non-toxic dye. It'll only last a couple months and I'll have to have it redone. But that's fine.
Oh, excuse me. That felt good.
Good one, Mark. I like that.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. All right. There was something I needed to write down. Oh, I got to thinking about what she was saying about getting, if one of you brings in 100 new people into the stream, for the live stream for her weekly laugh report or my giveaways, whatever you want to say, the guess the channels. That's pretty cool. But I think we're going to have to start keeping track of it. So tonight, I'm actually going to start writing down who I think might be bringing in people. And if, you know, it can be either or there, Sue. In fact, I'm going to turn this paper over. We have 9 people in the house right now. We got Susan. We got Mark and Mark and Coral. You know what? I just realized she might as well just send that $100 to Bob and Debbie, Blue Wave Odyssey. That's why I have so many subscribers. All of you came over from Blue Wave Odyssey a long time ago. Yeah. Well, from what I understand, Mark, see, like if you was to manage to get 100 of your blokes, wait, those are Australians, 100 of your mates. What do you, your fellow United Kingdomites, have them come over and say that you brought them over and you got 100 of them in here just driving everybody nuts, especially if they're anything like you, then you would get $100 from Holly. Carl nodded off. Yep. Yep, they're all hiding behind the green screen. That's a good one, Sue. I like that. You call them gentlemen. And they hang out with you? Okay. Michelle, welcome aboard. You know, I might get the $100 when you think about it. There's several people in here because of M22. Michigan Carol. See, now, Thin Blue Lane. That might be where some of you have come over from, Thin Blue Lane. Yeah, he does that little special link thing on StreamYard. The robot thing. I don't know. I think he's forgot to change it. Food poisoning, we think. Fatigue is really bad. Oh, I understand, Carl. Okay. Guess Devil Dog. Now, that's a good guess. Thank you, Sue. Our treasured home, that's not correct, but it's a good guess. Devil Dog is male. I think he's sticks and bricks. He's not an RVer that I know of, but he's certainly interesting channel. Definitely. I enjoy watching what I can. And he's got the homestead thing going on. Yeah. William Brody. Welcome aboard. Haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming on. Devil Dog's a female. Name is Tammy. What? Yeah, you can't remember how you found me, Mark. Bad luck. Yeah, that was a rotten night for Blue Wave Odyssey. Showing my channel link. Tommy. Now, so I'm going to really have to study, because if Devil Dog's female, see, aren't you thinking of She Devil? That's Tommy. She Devil. Now, Devil Dog's a completely different channel. That's where it's happening. Okay. Devil Dog won $15, you know, what, 3-4 months ago off this channel here, because he found the hidden little message and show more. So he got a scratch off ticket and he won 15. He actually collected it. I mailed him $15 on what do you call it? Money order. Eddie Elam, and that is his channel name. You're correct, Our Treasured Home. Yes, you're bad. Bad, Susan. That doesn't sound like you either, Susan. You just slept. The dogs went more than pee-pee. They went poo-poo, and you stepped in it and slept. Devil Dogs Keeper is Jamie, his wife. Ah, yes. You knew there was a devil in there somewhere. You don't have to shut up, Susan. As a matter of fact, we can save this for maybe next month when we're doing D's on why do we say it? We can save that for the D's because the devil is in the details. All right, we'll save it for a Wednesday night. By the way, I just realized I forgot to show off my new toy. I haven't taken the labels off of it yet. But it's a 4x magnifying glass. It is great for looking at coins. And I'm going to start sorting through my coins. It's something I have never really done since I was a little kid. Yeah, I never know. Might find something interesting. Might find something worth something. I don't know. I probably won't get time to do it. But you know what? This thing works good. I mean, I can hold it down there. And if I hold it right there, I can read Michelle saying hi to everybody easily. I can see it easily. Hey, and another thing, it lights up. Looks like a big lollipop, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm a window licker too. Hey, Sensei Don got Holly a magnifying glass a few weeks ago. He found it, a nice one, at the pawn shop, and he got it for her. Well, I was kind of jealous. I wanted one. I bought mine at Family Farm and Home. Rompers. Yeah. I see Todd. I see Linda. The romper room. D words, dum-dum, dodo bird, dipshit, dunce. Those are all good words. Too bad it's not Wednesday and we're doing D words. I know you'll remember them. Oh my goodness. William Brody is in the house. Okay. Where is he? There he is. Saying hi to Michelle. Anyways, welcome aboard. Yeah, a blast from the past, romper room. I remember that as a wee little snot watching romper room. There was another one too. The lady with the puppets. What was her name? One of them was a sheep, a lamb. What's for dinner? Chicken. Chicken of the sea. Sherry Lake, thank you. Thank you. Lamb Chop was the name of her famous puppet. William is in New Jersey. I told him you were live and he came over. See? There you go. So you brought somebody. You brought, okay, I'm going to start. Susan brought over William. And I know that I know I brought over Carol. So I'm going to put down Captain brought Carol. And I think I brought Bernay and River Sticks. I mean, I brought everybody from M42, so that was what, 40 channels I brought over? Not quite, because there's a lot of them I already had. So, Romper, Stomper, Bumper, Boo, tell me, do. Magic Mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? That is excellent, Mark. Have you recited that every day of your life? But yeah, that's word for word perfect. Yeah, Lewis. That's correct. Sherry Lewis. Okay. And Mr. Green Jeans, he was the character on Captain Kangaroo. That was on every morning. So I want to say about 9:30 on Channel 3. At least in my area of the woods, my neck of the woods. Captain Kangaroo was on Channel 3 in the mornings. This is before I went to kindergarten. I started going to kindergarten when I was 5 because a lot of kids start going when they're 4, but my birthday is in December, so I had to wait till the following September. So I was 5 by then. But so I got a little extra chance to watch Captain Kangaroo and Romper Stomper Dumper Doo, Sherry Lewis, and those in the morning show. And then, of course, there were afternoon shows as well, after school shows. That's true. That's true. That's true. I remember. You knew my name. That's right. Yeah, well, same here. We only had 2 channels. Our first TV, we got channel 8 and 3, and sometimes we didn't get 3, just channel 8. Then channel 13 came on board, and that was pretty easy to get because channel 8 and channel 13 are pretty close together in the city of Grand Rapids, which where we were living at the time, both of those stations were to our northeast. Channel 3, on the other hand, was due south in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Basically straight down 131, if you will. So it was south, a little bit east for us. Plus, we had a hillside to the extreme east of the house, which blocked the signal. So Dad kept trying to put the antenna up higher, and then, of course, the wind would take it down, and then we had a directional antenna for a while on the roof, and the wind would take it down, storms, ice storms, everything. Finally, we got a pretty decent antenna, mounted it inside the house in the attic. That was a pain in the ass. I'd have to go up the stairway into the attic and turn the antenna a little bit this way or a little bit that way to bring in the signals. Well, I think I was about 8. I said, this is not working. For me, I was tired going up and down the steps all the time because I missed whatever was on the TV. Well, in my frustration, I came up with old spools and old pulleys, and I made it so that I could sit in the living room by the TV and move the antenna. It was kind of like the chains that operated the draft door on our coal-fired furnace. Yeah. Why not? It worked. The BBC. You know, I loved it. When I got a little older, I started collecting these old super heterodyne radios. I had the Sears one with a tuning eye in the center of the dial. Well, upper center. It looked like a cyclops. But when you got that eye looking just right, you were bringing in the channel that you were trying to bring in. First channel I ever brought in clearly was the BBC. Of course, I didn't know, but it was the New York repeat of the BBC. But I was excited. I thought I was listening to a channel just down the street from me, Mark. It was cool. I get to learn British accent even from it. Woody Woodpecker. Our local Channel 8, the call letters for Channel 8 are WOOD. Their mascot was Woody Woodpecker. Why did they choose WOOD? Well, Grand Rapids used to be known as the Furniture City. You get Detroit as Motown. You know, they made automobiles, blah, blah, blah. Grand Rapids was famous for making furniture, wooden furniture, wooden garage doors, as Mark would call them, garage doors. Yeah, you're right, Carol. Channel 3 was hard to get, but when you did get it, boy, they had some good stuff on there. Especially as we got a little older into our early teens. I mean, Lost in Space. Oh my. Brody had to use a coat hanger, yeah. We tried that. And we had 2 coat hangers and they had tin foil wrapped around them. Tried all kinds of things. Some worked, some didn't. It is our treasured home. It's antiquities. But hey, it's our childhoods. So it's all part of us. You didn't know that about Wood TV, Carol? I'll be darned. Yeah, Wood TVs. They obviously requested their 4-letter call sign. And there are other cities that have done the same thing. Don't ask me, Linda, how WKRP, what does that stand for? Sounds like something you do for washing dishes in the Army. KP. I love that show, though. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati. Johnny Fever. That was a great show. What was his name? Les Nessna organized the turkey drop. That was a classic. Live turkeys being thrown out of a helicopter. Les Nessman, yes, with the news. You're correct. That was hilarious. Okay. I suppose we ought to get back to thinking about, the humanity, yes. I guess we should get back to Guess the Channel. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. The truth of it is, turkeys can fly. Limited distance, limited height. But being tossed out of a helicopter, not so much. And I'm not sure if domestic turkeys, their wings are clipped, so they can't fly. A lot of times if you get a parrot or a parakeet or a bird for your home, some type of bird, well, the wings are clipped, so if they do get out of the cage or you let them out of their cage, like many people do, they can only fly a limited distance, and mostly it's downhill from the cage to the ground. They try, because that's their instinct, is to fly. But if their wings are clipped, they can't. But wild turkeys, like we have wild turkeys around here, they can fly. But again, you'd almost think their wings are clipped, but they can fly up and get on your rooftop, and I've seen it right across the street. A couple of years ago, there's like about 10 turkeys on the roof of the house across the street. Don't ask me why they were up there, but they were. Like a brick. Yeah, like a brick. Yeah. Yeah, turkeys will fly, the wild ones. They're usually black. As you see for the Thanksgiving turkeys. Pigs fly from Flo on Alice, yes. Kiss my grits. Yeah, that's a good show. Every now and then I've seen that on Antenna TV. I don't know if it's been on lately. Another show is My Favorite Martian. That's been on. That was a favorite show of mine when I was a kid. Love that show. My Favorite Martian. Okay. What have we got here? This one I haven't shown, I don't think. Not at noon. Not tonight yet, so. Oh, so Carl, what's that called? You honored your elder. I'm sorry, Mark. Carl honored you by calling you sir. The last time he called me sir, I turned around to see if my dad walked into the room. I was going to call that a preface, but a preface is when you say sir, and then you go into your spiel, whatever it might be. But I like that. Anything will fly with enough force and velocity. Bullets fly. I've heard that expression. The bullets are flying. Okay. Oh, there you go. Look at Sue go. Is it Renee Deuce Rider? Wow, Sue, you are incredible. Where in the hell did you come up with that? It's not Renee. I'll give you this. It was a good guess. Whew. Retired Navy. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. A friend of mine from high school. I mean, we were good friends. We hung out. His name is Barry Carlin. And in the 70s, he served on the USS Enterprise, the aircraft carrier. And he is in the process of dying, actively dying now. His cancer, his hair is gone, it's spread, and I guess it's non-remissible, if you will. Anyways, hospice is now at his home, but he is in good spirits. He is ready to meet his maker. The other day, because on Facebook he posted a picture of the Enterprise. I'm going to cry. Sailing into a beautiful sunset on the ocean. And he titled it Fair Winds and Following Seas. Boy, that touches me big time. I'm going to go back in Facebook and search to try to find that picture. Or I may just have to Google it, because it may be a stock photograph. Because if he was serving on the Enterprise, I don't know how he could have taken that picture unless he maybe flew up there. But he was not a pilot. He was actually the radio operator on the Enterprise. And when he was off duty, he was the radio DJ on the Enterprise. So, pretty cool. Another one of my classmates was a DJ in Anchorage, Alaska. So, yep. Salutes up. Thank you. Thank you. Barry is wonderful, wonderful person. What little guitar I know, he taught me. He is an accomplished guitar player. Actually, he's accomplished a lot of things. But the main thing that he accomplished was becoming a Christian and sharing that with many, many others. I would salute him even if he wasn't in the Navy or any branch of the service. Barry, if you're somehow watching this, we thank you. Okay. Q21, Q22. Oh, cars in the background. Yeah, that's a good deduction. There is a car in. Well, there's a car in a couple of them. There's a car in this one. The car right here happens to be the channel creator's car. And she is right. Yeah. No, right here. She's right below my armpit. There she is. I just won't tell you her name. She hates my armpit, too. Oh, I've got to tell Barry. Everybody on my channel, salute. Thank you, William. Fantastic. I will be contacting him. The little red Corvette. Well, that's not a Corvette. I think that's another Kia. Now, the one that she either has or has replaced, I'm not sure. It's been perhaps a couple years since she had her Kia, whatever, converted into a camper. I mean, bed and a cooking area and that little part that lifts up in the back of the vehicle. Yeah. She made it into a cute little camper, let me tell you. Very, very efficient. Now, you wouldn't probably want to live in it forever, but maybe you would. I mean, people do use their minivans or small vehicles as a permanent, full-time camping vehicle. Wanna Wander. Yeah, that was guessed before, but it's not Wanna Wander. Very good guess, however. Beach Boys that are red Kia. Little red, yeah. Little red Corvette, the little red Kia. Okay, I'll go with that. All right, what else have we got? Did we show this one? I'm not sure. A lot of these do have roads. Way in the distance, there might be an automobile there. Doesn't this look like it's a painting? But it's not. It's a screenshot from the channel creator's camera. She filmed this. Carolyn, you're thinking of I can't remember her channel name either, but it's not Carolyn. Gosh, why do I get these mental blocks? Yeah. The Beach Boys European version. It looks to me like Holly left me her Dr. Pepper. Bob Ross, little red Kia. Yeah. But seriously, that's frameable. The thumbnail tonight, definitely frameable. Automating. Van City Adventure, welcome aboard. You're coming in a little bit late, but not too late to guess the channel, the featured channel. Happy little trees. You know what, Carl? I learned something on this lady's channel. And I got to do some more research. So I know we have aspen trees here in the Grand Rapids area. But according to what she was saying, aspen trees are basically one big tree. An aspen grove, all the trees are supposed to be connected. So all these aspens that you see are basically connected. So they must be by roots, you know. I gotta learn more about that. I had never heard that. We got off the pirate ship for real. True, you did. I think I have it. I think. I'm not sure. I do have some background shots. They're not on my StreamYard at the moment. But what did you film the Black Pearl? The one that was used in the movie Pirates of the Caribbean? Somebody, I stole some background shots and used them as thumbnails of the Black Pearl. I'm just not sure if this is the Black Pearl. Red mangroves. Science officer salutes the captain. I'll salute back. Sue had to go answer the phone. That damn phone. I don't even know what I did with mine. There was a thing today, popped up on Lily's channel. Lily Gypsy Child's channel. Well, Lily's Lens is what she calls it now. And an advertisement popped up, and it was for Medicare. It wasn't Part C, but it was similar. It's for dental plans in my area. You know, they'll pay for dentures. Well, I could, you know, I'm thinking about contacts. I'm thinking about dentures. Why not? I've been refused dentures back when I was younger, before I even retired, because I'm apparently one of the 3% that has to have the jaws ground down, and they have to put pins in order to hold the dentures in. I'm to a point where I don't care. Let's go to the funeral home and find some dentures that fit and call it good. If they fall out once in a while, okay. Might be kind of funny. But actually, if I could get dentures, I would go there. I'm not vain, but sometimes it'd be nice to have some teeth. Right now, I cut everything up pretty small so I can gum it to death after that. Yes, I've been refused unless I get that surgery. Plus, the extreme cost of dentures. Nothing being covered on Medicare. Now, I understand Part C, Medicare Part C, there are some plans that do cover dentures up to like 80%. All right, so let's say we'll just use round numbers, $10,000 for dentures. Maybe they're not quite that bad, but they can be. So that would be $2,000 out of my pocket to get dentures. Well, I don't have $2,000. Not yet, until one of you win it for me. You know, we scratch off your winning ticket and we get the biggest prize they have. And then after we get done, I'll pay the taxes. But after we split the net, well, I might have enough just to buy anything. I call it Jerry Holly and say, I want your motorhome. Why would I want Jerry Holly's motorhome? Because it's the Black Pearl. Upsell me? Could be. That was years ago, Linda. Many years ago. That was when I was, gainfully employed. Had basically full coverage insurance for practically anything that I needed. Because I worked for Spectrum Health. And Spectrum Health, a lot of people maybe don't know this, but Spectrum Health and Priority Health, the insurance company, they're married. Just so you know that. When I was on the road mechanic, and building supervisor, or not building supervisor, but construction supervisor, one of many. Priority buildings were part of mine too. Spectrum buildings, Priority Health buildings, yeah. But anyways, I sat down at the dentist's office, and they did all the X-rays and this and that. And they said, "Well, this is what you got to have. This is what we'll do. It will cost you $15,000. But before we can do that for you, and this is after insurance, you have to have this operation, have your jaws ground down and the pins put in place." That was another $15,000. Now, why was it $15,000? Well, here's why. Priority Health said my teeth were not a health issue, they were cosmetic. They didn't cover cosmetics. Now, Delta Dental, the dental insurance part of our insurance through my employer, said, no, 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 no. It's health. They didn't meet anywhere near the middle at all. Well, thank you, Mark. Split anything. I know what you mean. Well, how I do it is if we win, you win over 150, we will split 50-50. Now, if we get to that point where we got to contact the state to collect our money, well, then what we'll do, I will pay the income taxes on that amount. It could be, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, or 500,000. Who knows? But after taxes, it's going to end up being easily 50%. Let's say it was 500,000. Well, actually, it ends up being 250,000. And then after taxes, well, that's after taxes. Then we split the 250. And then, so that'd be 125,000 each. I don't know of any rules, or if I hand you $125,000, if you have to pay some kind of gift tax, or we just shut our mouths, change our names, buy motorhomes, and get the hell out of here. I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't know, Mark. I have no idea. You see your shaman. I'm fine with that. I've been practicing more holistic. Now, I did take my blood pressure the other day. Maybe the holistic isn't working as good as it should be. So I may have to it's time for me to make a stupid appointment anyways, because they say, well, you got to have your annual checkup. Well, I haven't scheduled that. I keep putting it off. Why? Well, because I got the township on my ass for another 30 days, and I've been working, and I've been, and now I'm going back to work again, at least for a week or two. I don't have time for all this shit. But I guess I got to make some appointments. Plus, they want to check my ticker. That's a different doctor completely. They want to make sure the pacemaker's working correctly. Well, that's probably a good idea too. It's kind of like get a tune-up. My earnings to the animal shelter closest to you in case his name. Carl, that's 2. If you win, that's exactly what will happen. I have found an animal shelter 6 miles away from me. They are rated 5 stars. It's a mom and pop operation. They could certainly use some bucks. And I'm kind of spilling the beans now, Sue, but her winnings are going there. And I'm going to try to match it. And that will be an upcoming future, probably live stream, because that's where I get 5 bars and 5G. So once I make contact with the owners, we'll be setting that up. Probably do a live stream. And might even have the camera running as well. So do a video and a live stream at the same time and document basically friends of Captain Jack giving the people that own Happy Haven Animal Rescue the donation of whatever it might be, it'll definitely be $100 plus. So yes, that's where we're going with some of the winnings. Now, some of the winnings are actually going back into this channel to purchase more tickets. It's kind of a helpful thing that the channel is almost self-sustaining, giving still people a chance to, ouch, I got a cramp in my leg. Man overboard. A chance to not only sustain the channel, but the possibility of doing what you're suggesting there, Carl. So yeah, that's in the works. Not for long and decided against it. Yeah. I don't know whether to take that as a truism or some more of your humor, but I like it either way. Brody. Oh, yeah, there. If you see one of my thumbnails, which some channels they put out a thumbnail a week ahead of time. I don't. Sometimes it's 2 hours before I go live. Then you'll get a notification as long as you've checked that you want a notification. That's for live streams. Now, on regular videos, for one, you subscribe to me, obviously, and I think you've taken care of that already. But then you can click on the bell. Once you subscribe, there's a thing with bell, and you can choose, I think it's the top level on that, where you will receive notifications for when I've released a video. Generally, that works. Now, I have heard some people say, I didn't get a notification. Well, that's on YouTube. If you've clicked the bell for receive all notifications, you should get all notifications. But I've heard some people that said, well, I know I clicked that bell properly, and they still didn't get it. YouTube is run by robots, so who knows? That's right, Todd. That's one of our favorite sayings, piss poor. We're going to do that when we get to the P's, but, there is a reason why there is the saying, piss poor. Many of you probably already know. But it was definitely a truism for the town of Rockford, close to where I live now. Rockford is just down the road, 12 miles from me. Another suburb of Grand Rapids. My girlfriend asked me if I wanted a threesome. I said, why would I send 2 people home unhappy? You know what? Mark is going to say, you got that from me. I know he's going to. You guys are writing for each other. I'll stretch out my leg here. I got a cramp right below my ass on the right leg. Red flannel. There you go, Carol. Red Flannel Town. Well, that's over with right now. That was 1st of October. I think first weekend in October was Red Flannel Days in Cedar Springs. It was also Pulaski Days in Grand Rapids. That weekend's pretty drunk weekend, no matter where you are in this area. That's when we should hide out at the Moose, where you live, Carol. I know somebody, so we could do that if you're not a member. I'm not a member. I do know somebody. Go on a Friday when we can have fish. Okay. Holy cow, we only got 7 more minutes to go here. And I'm not even showing a background shot from the featured channel. William, Brody, if you know where I can find that shot of the USS Enterprise heading into the sunset, let me know. Because that was a beautiful, beautiful shot. Yeah, man. It brings tears to your eyes, especially with what Barry added to it as a caption, fair winds and following seas, knowing that he's soon to pass away. Well, thank you, Carol. It could be fun. They auction off scrap. I suppose that's possible. I've been to auctions. They were selling everything on the state type of deal. I went to one a couple years ago just down the street from here, and when it was over, I ended up coming home with a trailer and a pickup load of what they didn't sell, and they didn't want to keep it because most of it was just junk, scrap. Somebody had to clean it up, and hello. So that was a bonus in a way. Of course, scrap was up back then. I mean, we were getting upwards of 10 cents a pound. Now it's below 4 cents a pound. I took in 3,000 pounds and got $155. That didn't even pay for the gas in that truck. That was the Benet, the big truck. Yeah, it was over $155 to fill the tank on that truck. Did I use, 60 gallons of fuel to go to the scrapyard and back? No, I didn't. But still, it's just not paying very well right now. He answered your question. And the answer is no. Okay. I love that. And that's reality. It really is. As Tina says, actions speak louder than words. Southern Command 82. Yeah. I have flannel sheets, and sometimes I'm liking them. When it gets warm out, I don't like them so much. There we go. Stock photo, sunset. Underway in the Atlantic. Okay, thank you, Carl. I will be going to that link, and I know William will be. And who knows? I may use it as a screenshot here. I'm definitely going to get a hold of Barry and say, hey, fantastic. Good one, Carl. But remember, we are all unique. I know Don's not here, Sensei Don, right now, but I believe it's Psalm 24 is a comfort psalm. As you may or may not know, he lost his fur baby of 17 years as of yesterday. Brownie passed away. Brownie was part lab, part something. Just a nice dog. Everybody loved Brownie. JOA auction. They just have all sorts of stuff. Well, maybe I can come up there. It sounds like it's a weekly event in Fremont. It'd be fun. I like auctions. If I have a little money in my pocket. You never know. You're right, Carol. Nobody knows the channel yet. Maybe somebody knows and they're holding back. They're hoping I'll buy a $10 ticket. Kiso a little bit tighter now. Yeah, that's good. Give Kiso all of our love from Captain Jack Scrapper and friends. Okay, and mateys. All right, I hope I haven't missed anybody on chat. I probably have. When Holly By Golly was on with her weekly laugh report, I probably missed some people, and I apologize. In the meanwhile, got a link to go to for the USS Enterprise sailing into the sunset on the Atlantic Ocean. We have my friend Barry, who's served on the Enterprise, and will be crossing the bridge soon. It looks like. Yeah. What do you call that? Unspoken prayers. I speak mine. I come right out and say, hey, God, Barry needs you. Or Don needs you. I need you. That's my approach. But I've always been that way. I guess you could say I'm an extrovert. As opposed to many of you here, perhaps. We talked about that at M22. I especially talked with Nate. Land Cloud Adventures. And we were just chit-chatting. It wasn't on film or nothing, but we were chit-chatting about overcoming shyness or introvert type, the classification of being introverted. Thank you, Carl. That is very well said. Ah, come on. Getting these pop-ups that I don't want. Ah, they are coming up fast. Devil Dog is live. I'm glad to know that, but I don't know if I'm going to go there or not. Maybe. I like that. But yeah, Nate and I were talking about that. YouTube has helped a lot of people overcome being shy or speaking in public. You know, a lot of people are like, I can't do that. Well, understandable. At one point in time, when I was young, I was scared. I admit that. Now, I don't care. If Trump invites me to speak at one of his rallies, I'll go. You know, and I'll tell jokes, pirate jokes. Maybe I'll go on September, whatever it is, the 19th. That's National Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arr. I hear Holly belching. Smell good. But another thing my dad taught me, because he was extrovert, he would get himself in trouble. And I've gotten myself in trouble for blurting out whatever was on my mind, or kind of like stating an observation out loud. You know, that guy's an asshole. Whoops. Bar fight is on. But anyways, Dad always said, check your zipper, whistle, and walk in like you own the place. It works. People waving to you like you're the boss. And you've never been there before. Okay. Now we're going. I wouldn't say disrespectful. This is comedy now. We're in our comedy part. Don't worry, it won't last long. Salute up. Yes. Oh, it's an online auction, but if you buy, you pick it up here at Carol's house. We're going to go to the online auction, and if we buy something, win something on the auction, then we pick it up at Carol's. And she'll make muffins. Hey, it's a possibility. Yeah. Carl and Mark, they're two peas of a pod. They're on the same wavelength when it comes to humor. I love it. Yeah. Yep, it's time. We're after 8 already. It's 8:03. So, no one's guessed the channel tonight, which means that the channel will be carried over to next Saturday at noon. We will still continue to feature this channel. If no one guesses the channel at next noon, then we'll carry it over to Saturday evening. And if at the end of the show on Saturday evening, basically this time next Saturday night, if no one's guessed it, then I will reveal it. And we will find a different victim for the following Saturday. Let's see, we'll be well into November by then. If somebody does guess it on the noon show next Saturday, good. We will scratch their ticket in the evening if this is what they wish to do with their winning ticket. Oh God. All right. I gotta put it up. So next noon, if somebody does indeed win, then we will have their ticket ready for them on Saturday night after Holly By Golly. But We will also have a new featured channel beginning on Saturday night, if that's the case. And if I can remember, I'm going to put in some more of the actual rules of how it works if you do win, especially to cover my ass for the larger amounts, over 150. Okay, we'll see you next Saturday, William. That will be at noon Eastern Standard Time. But if you have a chance on Wednesday, typically, it's happened where I didn't, but typically on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern, I go live again, and that is, we're in the letter C now in this book. Why do we say it? But we have typically two random drawings for $5 scratch-offs on Wednesday nights. So there's a possibility for you. And it's pretty easy to enter for those random drawings. So, oh boy. Yeah. Okay, I agree. Mark. All right. Yeah, you're right. Don't worry about it, Mark. Nobody else got it either. Some people were close. But not close enough. I'm not worried about semantics. If you get really super close on guessing the channel's name, well, there's a good chance you'll win it. Because I'll typically know what you mean, especially if you maybe give the person's first name. And that might be a hint I'll say for Wednesday night or Saturday. I have given hints on Wednesday nights, so I shouldn't do that for the Saturday show, but sometimes I can't resist. Traveling Merton and Sue, welcome aboard, and good night. We are signing off, but I'm glad I had to come aboard anyways. So yeah, it is after 8. So I've been on over 2 hours now, and of course it was an hour at noon. So I've been on 3 hours of live streaming today. I think it's time to call it good. And as Barry said, fair winds and following seas. And we all salute Barry. I will let him know that happened today on this channel. And we'll go from there. And in the meantime, my traditional sign off, as you know, is fair winds. It's okay for being late. Fair winds and smiles. And of course, yes, I will check the link, Carl. Thank you. Fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless. Good night, mateys. Bon voyage. And the broadcast. I said and the broadcast.